guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Snapback Kitty 29. If you're new to my channel, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate all of y'all's love and support. So guys, I've had this hair for about 4 or 5 months now, and I feel like I can talk about this Klaiyi hair pretty well. Like, yes. Okay. All right. So with this hair, I'm going to talk about the pros, and then I'm going to talk about the cons, and then we're going to just decide what we're going to do and how we're going to move forward in the new year. All right, so let us start off with the cons, and then we can end off with the pros, okay? So with the cons about this hair, is one of the biggest cons that has driven me crazy, especially with any hair that I order that's kind of like not from like a prestige company like Diamond Virgin Hair, or hair from like She's Happy, or any just, you know, big name brand hair. Something I've like faced for me personally, I can't speak for everybody, it is for me personally, is that the hair comes with a smell, and the smell usually smells like a corn chip, like a burnt smell. And I try to wash it, I try to put my conditioner, I try to put fabric softener in it, and it just never takes away the smell. Like, it's always there whenever I put like water on this hair. Sometimes it has that smell to it. So what I just do is that I just put some water, and then I just put some conditioner just to kind of mask the odor. But I feel like it's not something I can really tolerate. Like, if I had big banks, like big money, like, yo, I will be buying like $800 hair. Like, I kid you not. But honestly, you and I know I did not have that kind of money, so I just can't even spend $800 on hair. Like, if you can, kudos to you, like, props to you. I wish I was in your shoes. But for what this hair is worth, I mean, it only cost me like a couple, like let's say like $20 or $130, somewhere in that range, and that's kind of affordable. Be it if you're like a college student and you get your tax refunds or whatever, you can kind of like put that money aside to kind of purchase this hair. So that's a big con for me, is the smell. Like, the smell is so annoying, but some people can live with it. Me, I just manage. I don't really have an option at this point. I buy this hair with my own money, so I feel like I have to tell y'all the real honest review, because I'm not paid to tell y'all, oh, well, this and that, and then you get the hair. It's a totally different thing. So I'm going to tell you how it's done to me, so that when you get your own hair, if it does the same thing to you, you guys can thank me for this, okay? All right. So the second thing that's a con for me is the closure is mad thin. Like, okay, so like my closure started thinning out probably like 2-3 weeks into me having this install, and this is a wig, mind you. So it started thinning out for some odd reason, and I think another YouTuber, like a bigger YouTuber, has made that same comment about this company's closure. I don't know if it's for their curly hair that's thin, but it's thin. Like, it will, you can start, like, you just start losing hair. So that's something like the company has to work on their own end, because honestly, I hate that I'm buying hair and it's thinning out, and it just doesn't correlate why the hair on the closure, which is the most important part of the unit, is thinning out so quickly. So what I did is that I used an eyebrow pencil to kind of fill in like the little grids, but I feel like I should still not have to do that, because the hair is not even up to a year old and my closure is already thinning out. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. So that's something I would say look out for if you do get this particular texture of hair, is to see if your closure is gonna thin out, or do some research, or buy the closure from a different company, or whatever you decide. So another con I would say is the hair just does tangle in the nape area, but I wouldn't say it's like a huge con, because most hair that you get from, like, you know, curly textures and stuff like that, except you get like some kind of prestige hair, is gonna tangle up a little bit. So that's something just to you know, not make too much of a big deal about. But it does get a little bit of a tangle in the nape, which is because your hair is kind of, your own nape is rubbing against the hair, so it's gonna kind of create a little bit of friction. The ends are pretty good. If I put some product on it, it stays throughout the hair, so it keeps the hair saturated. So that's something you don't have to worry about, is the hair drying out. So moving on to the cons. This hair is going to get you a lot of compliments. I think for like any hair I've ever gotten in my whole entire like weave career because it's like literally you have to have like a weave licensing because the game is getting too crazy. Like wigs are looking like they're growing out of people's scalps. Like you gotta step your game up. You gotta get a whole certificate for wigs and all that stuff because people just coming with it. But I just feel like with this hair, I got the most compliments. I don't know if it's because it's the texture or it's the way it looks on my face. I just got a lot of compliments, and people said, oh, I love that hair. Like people think it's my own hair, which thank God I claim it in Jesus' name. So I really like the texture about the hair. I like that if you wet the hair, it does take, you know, to a good Denman brush, and you can brush it out really, really well, and the hair is going to, you know, stay in that pattern that you brushed it out to. It's full, it's really full, and it has the ability to get bigger than this. So if you're somebody who likes big hair, you can like tease this hair to get really big. Overall, like I give this hair a 8 out of 10, and the reason I did that is because the closure is a huge issue for me, and the smell. Like those are two things in hair that I cannot stand. If your closure is thin, like I probably like will not order like a closure from your company. I might order bundles, but ordering closure, if your closure is thinning out that quickly, that just makes me like feel like you didn't take that time to tie your knots, you know, the way they're supposed to be tied. Like you didn't pay attention to detail, and that detail is important, especially if we're spending like $100+ for your hair. And then that smell, like I feel like yes, it's a processed hair and all that stuff, but you have to make sure that, you know, what you're sending your customers, it doesn't stink, because 9 times out of 10 these people who make hair from the hair companies, they're not the one installing it in their hair, so they really don't understand how we consumers feel when we put the hair and the hair smells like burnt chips, like, or corn chips or burnt chips or whatever the heck your hair is smelling like. So I just feel like that's something a lot of these companies should look out for, because it can make or break like people buying from your company if your hair doesn't smell like up to par. But yeah, I just feel like this is okay. I can survive with this, honestly. It's not gonna break any sweat off my back. I'm gonna always keep looking for better companies. That's just when you're progressing in your weave game, you know, you just kind of just look for really good companies, just so that you can just, you know, gauge which company you'll be ordering some more hair. And I am going to be ordering some more hair, but I don't know what company I'm going to be ordering from. Like I tell you guys, no company sends me except for my Zuri. They've been the only ones that has reached out to me and sent me hair. But other than these other hair that, you know, a lot of we African American ladies wear, and some Caucasian and some Middle Eastern and some Hispanic and some Asians, you got to be inclusive. I just feel like nobody has sent me any hair for me to be like, you know, BSing you guys. So I'm keeping it 100. So guys, that's all I have for this video. Make sure you thumbs this video up, comment, subscribe please. I greatly appreciate your subscription, and I hope you guys have a fantastic start to your new year. Hope you guys get everything accomplished this year, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. And don't forget to email me if you have any questions or inquiries at snapbackcutie29@gmail.com. So that's my YouTube name, and then at gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, dolls.